imagine the world without apples? I know I can. However, we will live in a world without apples and other foods if we don't change how we're treating our environment. It all starts with saving the bees. The fruits and vegetables we are fed are basically essential to our lives as they provide us the nutrients we need. If we aren't convinced that this is an issue we are facing, then you should say bye to our fresh foods right now. I was never convinced bees were important and just saw them for their painful stingers. It wasn't until I went on a field trip to keep them at Savannah. There were these outdoor activities planned for us, and as we wait for our instructions, I see a bee flying around me. As any normal person who wasn't a fan of bees, I began to run and swing my arms. When I got the opportunity to finally step on it, I hear my friend yell from across the place, "Don't, they are dying at an alarming rate." We all looked at her with pure confusion, but best believe I opened up Google right when I went home to know what she was talking about. It is actually crucial to not kill the bees as they provide for our ecosystem and have an economic contribution. We all may not physically kill bees, but the way we treat our planet is a big factor here. The use of pesticides and our treatment towards the environment needs to improve to save the bees. You see, we are the bee killers without realizing it. The use of pesticides and herbicides are known to harming the bee's life with the strong chemicals they carry. According to the American Bird Conservancy, the U.S. has failed to banning the harmful pesticides as they are the same ones we use to keep our lawns and gardens pretty. You all have probably heard of this brand Roundup. You see, this brand is everywhere in the garden centers of your local stores. And according to The Guardian, the bees are more prone to diseases when people use this weed killer. And then when it comes to climate change, it is affecting the bees too. The rise of temperatures that our planet is facing changes the way bees vegetate. According to the Earth Day Network, flowers and plants that begin to bloom early in the season due to shifting temperatures reduces the bees' opportunity to feed on the pollen. Additionally, the higher temperatures are destroying habitats, causing many species of bees to die off. Our damaging behavior puts other factors at risk as well. The bees provide a large contribution towards our economy, and we are jeopardizing that when we decrease in crop production. The bees provide not just millions, but billions of dollars. The Earth Day Network emphasized that the global crop production pollinated by bees is worth $577 billion, while pollinators contribute $24 billion towards the agriculture industry. Oh, and fun fact, that is about 1/3 of the food we consume in this country. Our economy fears of the fallback in this category, so instead of thinking about saving the bees, they have leaned towards monoculture farming. This farming pertains to planting a certain kind of crop over a large piece of land. Why is this bad? It decreases in plant biodiversity and puts the bees at a loss in providing for themselves an ecosystem overall. Our economy has also turned towards changing our land. Industrialization removes the habitat of many animals, including bees. The Earth Day Network informs us that this causes bees to change their behavior in mating and foraging. Of course, enough with the sad information. I just hope it convinces you that this is a problem that we can't ignore anymore. Now, how can we fix this? Pledges, planting, and sharing is our only hope. The Earth Day Network advises that you can plant bee-friendly gardens. They informed us that native plants can work well and have no use in pesticides. There are some you may use on your flowers, but it is important to do your research to purchase harmless ones. Also, it is known that providing water is essential in this situation as well. Not only do plants need it, but it helps the bees as well stay hydrated. And let's say if you aren't good with plants, there are still ways to help. Shopping local is strong in our area, currently in the RGV. So purchasing locally made honey and beeswax products help us just as much, according to the Honeybee Conservancy Organization. Additionally, the Earth Day Network recommends that you can contact your national legislative rep and state that the widely used insecticide needs to be banned. There's also a pesticide pledge you can sign online. I would not be able to understand if you weren't convinced to stop killing our bees after everything you've heard. Killing this insect is such a simple act but has a heavy impact. Our food source matters not only to other animals but to us as well. Our world faces hunger in different countries, and now is not the time to take advantage of the sources we have, as they can be taken from us one day. Thank you for your time. It was greatly appreciated.